Super happy to be here. Even more excited to be playing another game. Glad we've advanced to the NCAA tournament. I think this team has deserved it, no question about that. And now the fun begins. We'll play Friday night at 6 o'clock against a very talented Lipscomb team, and we'll be ready for the challenge.
Coach, a little different. You kind of knew you were in. Did you feel like you were going to host?
I did, but I also, that day is always a crazy day. But the excitement was there, the energy was there. It was a fun day for the program, even though last year we were on pins and needles because we didn't know that we were in. This year we knew we were in, but we were still as excited. I thought our body of work up until the tournament has provided us with an opportunity to be in the tournament, so I think the committee felt that way as well.
Question for each one of you. When you found out who you were playing and the region you were in, what was your initial reaction? Start with you, Coach, and we'll throw it in.
I think this group's of the mindset of we don't care who we play, we're just happy to be playing. It's another opportunity. It's the postseason. We want to kind of be on this wild, fun, crazy ride for as long as we can be. We've always focused on how we play, not who we play. So certainly we have a ton of respect for Lipscomb. We know that they've been in the NCAA tournament before. I know last year they knocked off a very, very high seed in Mississippi State. So we know they're coming in here with the intent to win. But certainly we're playing with the intent to win.
Yeah, I guess just to go off that, like, every team that makes it at this point is going to be super good and has to be respected. So we're just happy to host and happy to be in it because obviously we've been here 4 years. It hasn't been the case every year. So just grateful we get to stay around each other for a little bit longer.
I would agree with that. I think I just kind of felt joy just knowing that, we still have a journey to go through and that we get to host. Obviously, that's something that we're all really happy about. So.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. I think we were just, from our freshman year to now, it's been kind of a big difference and a huge journey that we've been on. And Coach always tells us, like, don't worry so much about the results, like, worry about the process, like, what are we doing? And like she said, our body of work this season has been awesome. And, we work very, very hard every single day. So it's just, we were so excited that we were in the tournament and we're hosting. Like, it's just another game at Lynn, which, we just love playing at Lynn, so it helps.
Karen, speaking of the body of work, can you just kind of maybe summarize the ups and the downs a little bit of the season and how nice it is to get a little break from your last game until Friday?
Yeah, the beauty of the season is there hasn't been too many downs, right? I think our non-conference portion, we might have been 7-0 with a really big win over Vanderbilt, who was then 9. I think that gave us the confidence to believe in us being a very good team. Then we went into conference play, and I would point to the Clemson game as a game that gave us reaffirmation that we are a very good team because we beat then, I think they were 3 in the RPI. You play Carolina, you play Virginia, arguably 2 of the top teams in the country who could win a national championship, and you suffer a loss. And again, we go back to talking about the process. Not focusing on the result, but focusing on the process. There was parts of both of those games where I think we looked like a very, very good team. And the beauty of playing in the best league in the country is it's the platform for the postseason. There's not too much that we're going to see moving forward that we haven't already seen in our league. And then probably the part that's the most disappointing is the 2 back-to-back losses to NC State. The Thursday end of regular season was probably the one that going back, removing the emotion from the night and taking a look at the 2 of the games a little bit more objectively, or as objectively as I can as a coach. Thursday we should have won. I thought that we missed 2 clear chances that could have separated us, but we didn't. Not that, and I guess I shouldn't say should, that's a tough word to use, should have won. We could have won. We had 2 chances that we absolutely missed, it's on us, and then we give them opportunities to win the game. And on Sunday on the day, I thought they were better. I thought they were better than we were. So we regroup. We don't get to the ACC Final Four, but I'm all about a silver lining and finding the reason behind why things happen. And I think the silver lining is that we get to recharge ourselves, rejuvenate ourselves, get ourselves back to being who we are. And I think that that's happened. I thought practice today was sharp. Some of them even had said to me, got on board, can we get back to practice again? Because we had given them 2.5 days off, which was good, which was exactly what we needed to happen. So I had a good session today and super excited about Friday. Where we sit today is in a wonderful spot. I think these kids they get to do what they love with who they love, right? And they show that every single day in practice, and we show that every single day in games, and I'm excited for Friday night.
What's the mindset been like for the three of you all, just in practice the past week and a couple more practices coming up, back-to-back losses, but the stakes are still high. How have the practices gone?
I guess just through everything, we're still doing what we do. Like every day, we haven't had a practice this year. I think that hasn't been competitive and getting better every day. So
One, Ari, one.
What?
We've had one practice.
Okay. One practice.
That was back in August.
Yeah, so we got that out of the way early. But yeah, so I don't think much has changed. Obviously, we know like what's at stake, but if anything, that just makes us a little bit sharper and stuff like that.
I would agree. I think, like she said, we know what's at stake, but I think we don't think of it as something like a different game or a different time. I think we just play our game still, and we just stick true to what we know.
Yeah, and I think in that week we had or whatever, since in between games, 2 weeks in between games, I think it just gave us the freedom to kind of regroup mentally as well. So yeah, we can deload our bodies, deload a little bit from an injury standpoint, but I also think as a group collectively, we got back to like, okay, we're still a really good team that has had a really good year, and it's not over yet. So I think we just had the freedom to kind of regroup mentally, which has also showed in practice because, again, the competitive level is so high and we have so much fun with it. So,
Kevin, you guys have seen so many good opponents. Have you seen, do you feel like you've seen everything? I mean, do you feel like the ACC has prepared you for anything in the tournament?
oh, absolutely. I mean, we're actually just talking in the locker room before we came here. It's like we play in one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in the country. And it's, having a ACC final last year in the NCAA tournament, it's like we can't not be prepared for the NCAA tournament because we get to play against these girls for however many 10 games of the season, and every single time we step onto the field we see something different. We can scout all we want, but at the end of the day it comes down to what both teams give on the field in that moment, and I think the ACC has done a phenomenal job for us to prepare us.
Coach, in regards to Lambeth, I know it's early in the process yet, but you've probably done some studying on them and what they can do. What are some of the things you know that's going to help you play your game against them?
With regard to Friday night's game?
Yes.
I guess I'm trying to be cautious with my answer here, Paulie. I think we're more athletic than we are. I think we're more athletic than they are. I think we have a lot of attacking options in the final third. That'll be different from what they've seen before. And I think that our backs plus Gabby in goal are some of the back four plus our goalkeeper back five, arguably one of the best back five units in the country. So I know that we're difficult to score on, and I know that this break for the last week and a half has provided us with an excitement to get back to attacking the way we're used to attacking. Probably with the couple of injuries that we have had and having to play in different systems, going down a man, a woman at Miami to a red card, it's all provided us with adversity. And I think we're battle tested because of it. But now we've had to do a couple of things that were different to what we'll do on Friday night. And I think our group is excited about that. We've got our personnel back in order again, minus Callie McKinney, who is a big miss, a really big miss, with her ACL that she tore against NC State. But then we've got, our 4 of the 5 seniors back in the lineup again, finally, with an offensive punch that's pretty dangerous.
Anything else? Thanks.
Thanks.